So after a very long hiatus from Pokemon, we decided to come back and try and qualify for the Draft League World Championship. Our first destination was FIPA Season 1, where we finished 5-5 and narrowly missed out on playoffs. This season, we're going to make it. Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here and welcome to a brand new draft league on the channel where we are going into Season 2 of FIPA. So if you guys are excited for that, please smash that like button down below for me. Click that bell icon and click the subscribe button, all that kind of good stuff. You guys, if you want to see FIPA action on this channel, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Give me some hype in the chat, in the comment section down below. You guys let me know how hyped you are for this season, and hopefully we can do very, very well. For those of you who missed last season in FIPA, definitely go check it out. It was a whirlwind, to say the very, very least. We did some good things and some bad things. We were incredibly rusty. Incredibly rusty. That's literally the biggest understatement of the whole of the year, really. But thankfully, look, we managed to get some semblance of, control and skill back, and we managed to put together a 5-5 season, which is very, very good. And hopefully we can build on that and make playoffs this season. Speaking of FIPA, you guys probably wondering, when it comes to Draft League and all that kind of good stuff for the World Championship, how does this really affect qualification? FIPA is like a top, the highest ranked league possible. It's a level 5 league, so 6 wins is going to be massive for us in regarding to league point qualification route. It's huge. Honestly, this is probably the main league on the channel that's going to help us get into the Draft League World Championship. We could talk about UBL and we could talk about other leagues that I'm in, and obviously the UBL is something that's really close to my heart because I was there from Season 1 and I helped build the league as to where it is today. But truthfully, regarding the Draft League World Championship, this is the sole focus, because this league is on a whole nother level, and if we could do well here, then not only does that mean we should be able to do elsewhere, but it'll be a huge step in the right direction in qualifying. But yeah, you guys don't worry about that. You guys are all like, well, look, what's this, first of all, that I have on me? You guys are wondering what this is. This is the new jersey. I know, granted, in the light it looks kind of blue, but trust me, this is purple. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. If you guys are looking for the merch, right, I know I've been saying this for a long, long time that I was going to release merch, and I am. There's a link in the description down below. Go check it out. You can get the jersey here that I have on me. There's also a mug, and there's also a beanie. If you missed out on the mug and the beanie, you guys just check out the Twitter or check out the Discord and you'll be able to see it. The beanie is quite thick as well, I have to say. I never thought I'd get it, I'm not gonna lie, but I like it. Also, if you guys do manage to get merch, either send me a pic or on Twitter or Discord. Let me know. I want to see the merch. I want to see it. I think it'd be kind of cool just to see if anyone does buy it. And if you do, I want to kind of put a collage together of like, oh, these are all the people who actually got it. So I think it'd be pretty cool. So if you do get merch, please let me know, and thank you so much for the support. But yeah, anyways, let's go through the draft. I'll talk you through what I drafted, and you probably could see from the title of the video, this is either going to be, some people are going to think this is the best thing I've drafted or the best draft I've ever had, and some people are going to think the worst. Personally, for me, I'm just going to, small spoiler here, I don't think it's great. I think it's good, and we can definitely make it great. It's one of those teams where we did so well at the start that we can easily fix this, and we will be fixing it as the season goes on. Trust me, we will be making changes. So you guys, you're probably wondering where we were in the draft, where did I set up, all that kind of good stuff. We were 16th out of 16 coaches, so that meant we were the last pick in round 1, first pick in round 2. We had that wheel pick, which meant that, obviously pros and cons to this. Pro being that, we can create a whole lot of we could create really cool pairings. Like every time it comes to us, we can sit down, have a think, create a really good pairing, and go from there. But the major con for me, and it's one reason why I'm not a big fan of the wheel pick, especially in a 16-player draft, is that it's very hard to come up with a draft plan, and you basically have to wait until it's your turn to come up with the plan as to what you want to do for the next 2 to 3 rounds, because essentially I have to wait 32 picks, give or take, to my next one. So it's very difficult to come up with draft plans. So it's something that can be quite easy to do, like at the start, because you just get a nice pair and then you kind of come up with another pair. But as the draft goes on, it can be quite difficult, and that's what happened to me, especially in this draft. It kind of got away from me a little bit. Now it's something that's easy fixable for me, because there's mons available that I can slot in and around. So anyways, I'll talk you through some of the stuff that I'm not happy with, and how maybe potentially changes I'll make, and all that kind of good stuff. But let me talk to you about my first pick. And we are picking up Beast the Lando T in the 16th pick overall. Crazy to think that Lando T fell to me at 16th, but it did. And I said, you know what, I'm just picking it up. Like, why am I not going to pick up Lando T? It does everything. So we picked up Lando T, absolutely delighted with that. And then our following pick, I was like, right, let's get something that's just going to be insanely powerful and a Pokemon I've always wanted to use. And I picked up Mega Medicham. Mega Medicham, pure power. The attack stat is already doubled before I even have to do any setup. This gen, it gets Baton Pass. So not only do I have a Pokemon that is incredibly difficult to break, or sorry, like to stop. Like, it's incredibly difficult to stop Mega Medicham from breaking anything. But not only that, I have Baton Pass now, which allows me to pivot out from any perceived counter that I can see that has been brought on the team. So it's kind of something similar to Yushifu from last season, where like I can bring like the Choice Band of Wicked Blow, and I could have U-turn, because if I can see a counter coming in on it, I just click U-turn and then I get momentum and we can go from there. What's beautiful about Mega Medicham is that I do not have to lock a bring Choice Band. I have like an insanely powerful Pokemon that just clicks moves and things die. Like, it's going to be an insane wall breaker. So for me, Lando T and Mega Medicham pair very, very nicely. Lando T does not like the bulky grass types, bug types, or the water types. Now granted, Mega Medicham doesn't deal well with the bug types, but bulky waters, bulky grass types, Mega Medicham can kind of come in and just deal with them all day. So really happy that we got our Mega Medicham here, and really excited to use it because I've just never got a chance to use it in Draft League. So whew, looking forward to that. 32 picks later came back down to us. Oh, I could be wrong when I say 32, by the way. It could be 31. I think it is 31. Yeah, 31 picks later comes back down to us, and we again have a bit of a pairing to do. And I was really looking for a couple of things. Steel type, obviously. I'm a big fan of like getting a really good steel type in a draft. I think if you can get a really good steel type, the game opens up a little bit. I wanted something that's able to deal with the ghost types and dark, well, not really dark types, but mainly ghost types and bulky psychic types that Mega Medicham has a really big problem dealing with. So I was looking for a couple of stuff like that, and I wanted some hazards. So I picked up Aegislash. I couldn't believe Aegislash was still on the board, but I just picked up Aegislash. I was like, right, okay, I haven't used this thing in drafting before, but I think Lando T, Mega Medicham, and Aegislash would be quite nice. And with Mega Medicham able to Baton Pass and pivot, I'm like, I see nothing wrong with this, so let's pick up Aegislash. So we have Aegislash on the squad, and Aegislash able to do a plethora of different things: hit specially, hit physically, set up sub, all that kind of good stuff. It's a nightmare, and it can set up SD. So like, there's a lot of things that Aegislash is able to do. And then I wanted a fast pivot because I want something that's able to kind of bait in some Pokemon that for say the Mega Medicham and the Lando T and the Aegislash. I wanted like something fast that's able to do it. And Spikes and Greninja was still knocking around round 4, and I was like, yeah, I'll take Greninja, that's no problem. So I just basically got like, you know, a fast spiker with U-turn, and I got my wall breaker for the ghost types, and a good steel type, because Aegislash is bulky as hell when it's in its King Shield form. So like, brilliant, absolutely delighted. I couldn't believe that we managed to get those 4, and I was like, yeah, this is fantastic. Especially considering that Psychic, Dark, and Ghost is one of the main, well, not one of the main, but it was known back at least from Gen 5 and previously as one of the main typing cores you could get. And even though it's fell to the wayside since then, like, it's still like incredibly difficult to deal with. Like, you know, there's not many Pokemon that really want to deal with that 3-0 typing, and especially from the 3 Pokemon that we have that's able to do it, like, you know, like Mega Medicham, Greninja, Aegislash. That's insane. Okay, so we started to get a little bit wonky now with the draft. I'm just going to be openly honest about it. Starts to fall apart a little bit. Couple of reasons for that. One, there was a timer put on the draft, and I won't lie, it was probably because of me, because it came to my pick one day and I took a whole day to pick because I was busy. It's been a hectic week, a few weeks. Anyways, I should probably put a video out explaining what's going on with my life. But it fell back to me, and there was a timer on, and I had basically 4 hours to draft. And of course, every time the timer fell, it was like, I have to go train in half an hour, and then train takes an hour, and then by the time I come home, shower, eat, like, I basically had an hour to pick. So it kind of fell, the timer killed me, I won't lie. And I was making a couple of rush decisions as to like, right, I have to pick something now, otherwise I'm going to lose a Pokemon, so this is going to suck. I have to decide what I'm going to do. So I wanted a slow pivot on my team. I wanted something that was incredibly bulky, and give me some like defensive pivoting going on here. So I went with P2. Picked up Porygon 2. The main reason being that I get slow teleport off, which is really, really nice. I can recover. I'm bulky, and I figured it was going to be a really nice fit on the team. I was like, yeah, this should do. And as well, it stops special attack, Shadow Ball spam on my team. And I was really happy it's like this to stop Shadow Ball spam on my team, and this to be very, very tasty. But obviously P2 has his drawbacks, knockoff, big problem. And then the other Pokemon I picked up was a Moongus. I really wanted to regenerate a Pokemon in this draft. I was hoping to get a Regenerator Core, but based on how my draft was going, I figured I'm not going to really get a nice Regenerator Core this season. But I definitely want a Pokemon with Regenerator because it'd be easier to help me pivot in and around. So I picked up a Moongus because I figured a Moongus would be very, very bulky. It'll stop setup. I can get some nice Rocky Helmet damage if I bring that set. And it will be able to shut down 1 or 2 Pokemon at least 4 or 5 weeks. And that'll be a huge help to enable me to get other Pokemon involved in on my draft. So I picked up the Moongus then for that. After that, you guys, I was a little bit worried about getting a Fairy and getting hazards because I needed a Fairy, I needed hazards, and I was a little bit kind of worried. Speed tiers is a little bit wary of as well. I'm afraid I don't address that very, very well at all in my draft. But I decided I want to get a good Fairy, and I was looking around, and I said to myself, do you know what? A load of Ninetales should be able to fit the bill here. Granted, it's not the most reliable Fairy, but it stops Dragon Spam. It gives me a nice speed tier, gives me the Aurora Veil, which allows, say, the Lando T and a few others to set up. And I was like, so this might be something that could work, and we'd give that a go. And then my next pick after that in the wheel was a Selgor. So we picked up the Selgor after that. Again, spikes. That's what I was thinking of. Just get some spikes and give me even more top end speed. I figured this would be pretty slick. If we can get that up and running, it would force a lot of teams to have to run some form of hazard control against me, because I have 2 of the best fast spikers in the game. And then the lone Ninetales with the Halo should be able to chip wear teams down, which I was really looking forward to using. Well, I should say I still am going to use it, but both those Pokemon are on the chopping block at some stage, don't get me wrong. And then finally, you guys, my last 2 picks, I needed something that was cheap and cheerful, and I wish I could have gone Arctozolt to help me with this in the Hail, but I couldn't. It was way too expensive, so I had to go with Arctovish. So I went with that because it was nice and cheap and cheerful. So it gives me the Slush Rush, gives me and it's able to kind of come in, take a hit, hit really hard. It was really, really cheap, and I said, you know what, this would be the Pokemon for us. Let's pick that one up. It allows us to abuse the Hail a little bit and force the teams to respect that when they're prepping against me. And then the last Pokemon I wanted, of course, needed Dragon, needed Fire type. Those are the main 2 types I was missing. So Turtonator was still knocking around. So I picked up Turtonator. It gets Shell Smash. It's something that every single coach is going to have to respect every single week when they go up to prep against me. I might bring Shell Smash Turtonator that can come in and sweep. And if you don't prep for that, then you're going to get smacked. So I figured, you know what, let's pick this up. It's really, really cheap. It fits the 2 types I need. And it's got a little bit of bulk to it. So let's go rock out with that. And that's the team, you guys. I'll probably have some graphic here for you all to be able to see it again properly. But that's our team, and I'm really happy that we got it. I think it's going to do good things, I hope. There is going to be changes here, you guys. The one thing I don't like is the speed tiers. The speed tiers are horrid on this team. Absolutely horrid. Like, I have nothing in around the 80 speed tier. That needs to change. I need something that's in around that 80 speed tier. That's going to be a really, really big help. I have nothing in around that like 105, 115 speed tier. I need something around there as well. So I got a couple of I do have a low Ninetales, but like realistically, I'm going to have to drop a low Ninetales, I think, at some point in order to get a better Fairy, and that means I need to fill that speed tier. Or I need to fill a speed tier in the 80s, which isn't great. And I think overall, then like a couple of more changes probably need to be made to the team. Porygon, I think, might have to be dropped out, even though it is a nice defensive Pokemon. I think we just gotta scrap Porygon at some point, because I just think it might be a little bit too passive for this team. I went very offensive, which is the style I like to play, and I think maybe we want to scrap Porygon because it invites too much knockoff pressure. So I think we'll have to go with that and see what we do there. But yeah, a couple of things I'm not happy with this team, but we'll see how it goes. Overall, though, our top 4, whoa, that's gonna be insane. So yeah, guys, that's our team. You guys let me know what you think of the team down below. Let me know how you guys think we'll do this season. If you guys are wondering what the other coaches drafted, link to that's in the description down below. I'll have like the public website up and running for you guys, so you guys will be able to go check it out. And yeah, hopefully we do well. I'm aiming for 6 wins. 6 wins will make it, get us playoffs, 10-week season. It'll also notch us up 30 league qualification points, which would be insane. And then if we make playoffs, then that's an extra huge chunk. So we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I'm hopeful that we can get 6 wins and we can hopefully go one step further than we did last year. So yeah, as I said at the start of the video, click the like button down below for me if you haven't already. Smash the subscribe button, click the bell icon. You guys show some support on the video if you guys are hyped for the FIFA being back. If you're not following me on Twitch, please do so. Link to that in the description down below. And link to the match. You guys let me know what you guys think of it. Anyways, I've never done match before. I always feel a little bit cringe when I talk about it, but you guys let me know what you think. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.